Hi, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. I wanted to touch on that case that we've been trying to raise money for very recently, the last few days, of baby Faith. And this is a child that is just a few months old, and we are torn apart, I gotta tell you, when we go around and see this little girl, because she's only a few months old, and it doesn't look good because she has this huge growth that's growing out of her back. She has a malfunction in the spine. It will be probably a delicate operation. The information that we've had from the mother, who is a single mother and quite young too, I think that she met with her, well, I guess what most of us old guys will talk about, a childhood romance which led to this baby being born, and unfortunately it didn't turn out to be a healthy baby. It's a beautiful baby, but it's been going through some terrible challenges, and just standing there watching is enough to bring a man to tears, I can tell you. So we're really trying to find ways of making a fund for her. Any of the money that comes will go in its entirety to this baby, because we need, I think, well, the mother said that that they've been quoted 80,000. Now, what this does is it makes me think about some of the we get some very militant people who comment on our channel. If it gets nasty, of course, as you know, we just delete it. But the thing is that they obviously, regardless of their rhetoric or their language or their critical way of, for me, belittling other people who are trying their best to help less fortunate people, they are making a point that they believe that medical attention is easily available to people here, and all anybody has to do is go down to the hospital, say I'm sick, can you do the medication? It just isn't like that, and the fact that it's not like that is illustrated by cases like baby Faith. Now, I always say that when we go around to see people, we never really know what's going to happen. Life is full of surprises here in the Philippines, and the last trip that we made was, I think, yesterday. Sometimes the days are so long, I have to admit that that one runs into the other. But we went around to see the two ladies that Sandman Steve has offered to finance some of their dental work, because their dental work is really quite badly needed. Well, the younger one, not so much, but the older lady, she's pregnant, and her teeth are really quite prominent, and she's an otherwise pretty lady. And Sandman Steve, who has shown that he has a heart of gold, seems like he's got enough for 2 hearts of gold, and he suggested that we find a dentist who is willing to do the work and take these two ladies round and have them examined. Well, there were actually 2 other ladies who turned out to be either pregnant or just not able, with circumstances, to go for this kind of dental work. Well, the one that we took today, a few days ago, we took to the hospital, to the dental surgery. The dentist didn't charge. He knew, when he knew what we were trying to do, and that it was being funded by Sandman Steve, many thousands of miles away, he didn't charge for the examination. It's not like going, I gotta tell you, it's not like going to a dental surgery in America or any of the first world countries, because here we're on a tiny island Bohol may as well be a million miles away from some of the advanced medical care and dental care that you can get in these other countries like the US and the UK, Australia, Germany, France, any of those first world countries where you can go in and you can have well, probably the most advanced dental work that's ever been seen, and it's there and it's available. Here it wouldn't matter how much you had. If you tried to get the work done on Bohol, I'm really not sure how successful it would be. So it looks like this dentist was suggesting extraction and then the good old-fashioned plates. Wouldn't be my choice, and the younger girl said, I don't think that I can face that. So she has stepped back, even though it was her that said, I'd like to have the work done as well, when she found out that it was the good old tug and pull. I don't think that she was so brave, and neither would I be. Anyway, just on that subject of where people think that it's just so easily available, that President Duterte, who we think is doing great things, he's actually acting. So we're looking at what he's doing and hoping that it will eventually trickle down. But right now, the only way that you can get free medical is if you are taken in and admitted into hospital, and then you will get free medication as long as, and I've said this before, as long as it is available in the pharmacy that is in-house. Now, if it turns out that it's something that is not available, then you have to go outside, and outside aren't giving anything free. You have to pay. And medication can be, comparatively speaking, can be quite costly. So that's why we get people coming to us and they bring a prescription and they're asking for help. And these people who go on our channel and say, well, all they have to do is just go to any hospital and President Duterte has got a program out and they'll be given free medical. Gosh, I wish it were so. I wish it were so. When we went round to see these two ladies about their dental work, we met Cardo. Now, Cardo in 2014 had some kind of a motor accident, either motorcycle or in a car. He injured his leg. As you will see in the video, if you have gone and looked at the video of Cardo, that's one of the very recent videos. So what obviously happened was he had the worst kind of injury to the leg, which is to the knee. And apparently they've gone in, and this was in 2014, he must have been admitted into hospital. They've gone in and they've operated. He showed us the scars, and apparently has had some pins put in, some metal pins. So he's had some surgery, and then I think that he fell short on money, couldn't get any more done, was discharged and limped away, has been on crutches ever since, and gradually, because he doesn't have any follow-up treatment, because he can't afford it, he has been limping around and the leg has been atrophying, and it's gradually withering away. And as it gets smaller and smaller, Beth put it, the smallest leg, and as it gets smaller, it actually is getting weaker. So he can't stand on it. He can't do anything in the way of normal. It's just not there for him. So we've said that we will take him in on Friday, and we'll do that courtesy of our incredible subscribers who have been supporting us on Patreon. And so our Patreon account when we get stuff up that we don't know how it's going to work out, but we can't say no. Sorry, we just can't say no. And so we'll take him in on Friday, because Friday is when the bone doctor's there. And you will have seen the broken leg lady. We took her in on Monday, and the surgeon that was there, that saw her, that had been seeing her, consulting, he removed the cast for her. And when we told him what we did, and we gave him a card, straight away he said, I'll give you a refund on the 8,000 of 2,000 pesos. Now, 2,000 pesos doesn't amount to much in dollars, but gosh, we can give whatever is left from x-rays and medication. We were able to give that money to the lady, and she was able to buy, guess what? Not cell phones or anything like that. She used it to buy food. And that's the reality here in the Philippines. Now, just to end this off, I've just had yet another cry for help, but they're in Luzon. It's another, if we were there, it would be another heartbreaking case. The truth is that even though it may seem like we're doing a lot, we're dashing about here and there, and 3 and 4 calls a day, we're working very hard at trying to help who we can. In actual fact, other than the Superman team who build our houses, of which we are about to start number 31, other than them, it's just Beth and I, and we're doing the best we can with what we have. We don't have other than the Patreon account, which is actually supposed to be for us to help us with expenses that come up for us running our channel and our mission of help, and we're using that to help people like Cardo. We need to see for ourselves what's going to happen with Cardo. We need to see what the options are. We need to see the x-rays. Not that I'm or Beth are experts in looking at these things and interpreting what they need, but we can go in and consult with the surgeon. Hopefully the good man who gave us a discount on Monday, perhaps we can go in there and have a chat with him and see what can be done. And that will be the way that we work. Well, this man is here. We can see him face to face. I sat next to him and had a photograph taken for Facebook. He's here. He's in our neighborhood. As I say, we're not a great corporation. We're just working with at the grassroots level. People come to us and ask for help, and if we can, we give it. Now, we do get these pleas for help, which are just as heartbreaking, but they're miles away. This latest one is for a lady who is on dialysis, and she has to travel a painstaking 30 minutes away, I think it was, to be able to go and have dialysis. And she needs help, but we can't give it. We don't have the resources to be able to do this. If we did, well, if we could, we would, but we're just not able to. And when people write to me from all over the Philippines saying that this storm or that this flood or that earthquake has decimated our house, can you build us another house? We just can't do it. Sorry, we just can't do it. So if it does look like we're doing wonderful things, we're doing wonderful things because of the way that our subscribers have empowered us to do those. And we do that by actually getting mud on our boots and taking Little Red to sometimes seemingly impossible places and looking at the person face to face and taking a video. And then we post that video, and thank God our generous subscribers say, I want to help, and they do. I've just written a note now explaining how someone can help with little baby Faith, another heartbreaker. So that's what this video is about, talking really about how we work and how we really are, just Beth and me, working and trying to get people through the medical establishment that don't know how to navigate the system. A lot of that may be at the cause, maybe at the source of why people are not able to get the help that they can, because they don't know that the medical help is there, because they don't know how to navigate the system. That's the point. You might remember, if you've been with us for a little while, you might remember the gallstone couple who came. They came to us at church, and the man had been suffering with gallstones for quite a few years. I seem to remember, it's a while ago now, 6 or 7 years, and had been suffering in great pain, because gallstones are great pain. They had been able to go and have some tests, and what they were told was it was going to be an operation. And the price that they were told, that they showed us the paperwork, was 150,000 pesos. May as well be 150 million pesos for these people, because they don't have it. So we went and we had the tests done again. We went to a hospital and we spoke to this man and this surgeon and that surgeon. And finally, one of these surgeons said, you know, if you go to the public hospital and you speak to Doctor, and he gave us the name, and said, if you go, they should be able to take a certain number of cases in for no fee. Well, didn't take us long to get that couple over to that hospital, and Beth, my warrior princess, knows the system, and she gets around. I just sat with the couple. They don't know what to do any more than I do, but Beth, in the end, got that operation for nothing, for no fee. And all that we were out of our subscribers' money was, I think, either $15,000 or $17,000 pesos. Sorry, 17,000 pesos, which was for putting up and feeding the couple, the wife and the mother of the boy that they took with us. So they went to the hospital. It's different here, very different. You have to have somebody with you. Somebody's there, and if there's any medication, you have to go out for it, and you have to have the money to pay for it. So 15,000 compared to 150,000 turned out to be a pretty good deal. Well, that's how we work, because we're here. We got our feet on the ground. We're the ones that bundle people into our little pickup, or the Big Blue if it's working, and we drive them for 2 or 3 hours to Tagbilaran, and then we shepherd them through the system. We go and we sit with them, and that's what we do. And that is usually, for me, about 7 hours driving, 7 or more, as we go around to various hospitals, talk to various doctors, and see what we can do. That's where the time goes, and that's where the help is needed. So I just wanted to touch on this and explain what the real situation is. There is free treatment there, but when we went the first time, and I was, as a Westerner, I was actually horrified at the public hospital and the conditions that people who are injured there on a cot in the corridor. Not just one. I mean the corridors, the hallways to which have the rooms which people normally go into, these small wards with 4 and 5 people there, they're just full, and so they overflow into the corridor. They don't turn anybody away, and boy, those people, the nurses and the doctors, they're doing everything that they can. They're doing a great job, and they deserve to be praised highly for them, which is what we do. But we took a video of that hospital and got a lot of criticism for that, for a very high-leveled comments like invasion of privacy. We're trying to get things changed. We're trying to change without going in there and shouting and being well, the ugly foreigner in my mind. I don't go in and try to show that, hey, this is no good, I'm from a first world country, and this is just not on, is it? I'll tell the Queen about it if you're not careful. We don't do that. We go in and we try to work, and we try to give the encouragement and the praise where it's due, and then see how we can fit in, how we can just mold in with the system and make the change that's available, that's possible. And going in and shouting is not going to do it. So stay with us on our little adventures on getting people help. Regretfully, for those who may be watching, who may think that they can come from far away on another island and get us, and that we can help, sadly there's very little that we can help, because one of our methods of operation is that we have to actually see the person, have to be able to shake hands with them, have to be able to listen to their story and watch their face as they say it. We need to be able to take a video, pull people in to sympathize with the story and help, and that's what we do. So this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Thank you for listening. I hope that what I've said makes some sense. It's different out here, and going around charging about and saying this is not how it should do is not going to get anybody any help at all. So thanks a lot, and bye for now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, especially for Baby Faith. Please go to those videos and share them. Share them with everybody that you know, because if we can get that video seen by enough people, make it go viral, wouldn't that be nice? Look at the change that came about for Sarah, the young blind girl. All kinds of change. She's now able to go to school. They found a place. They've made it possible for her to go to a school that's close to her. I think that they've even provided a teacher for the blind there, so she's going to be able to go. She's got a nice new house. They've got a sari store built on, and a modest amount of stock that's gone into the sari store that's adjoining the house, and they'll be able to produce a little income if they're wise. And we'll be going back to see them very soon again, because we're waiting to get a mattress that we can take down there, 2 mattresses for the 2 beds that we bought for them. So Baby Faith is the one that we're really, really trying to save. There's no dramatics here. You know, that baby's not going to make it unless we save her. That's a sobering thought, isn't it? Just imagine if it was your baby. Thanks for listening. As I said, please share, especially for Baby Faith. Bye for now. This is a foreigner in the Philippines.